What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kissing and walk again, talk, talk, kissing and talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Well, good evening, everyone. How are you doing? How's everybody going? At the helm is Clickety Clack, thank goodness.
Well, then get your
Okay.
shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together.
I love that sound. I'm sorry, I was muted for that part, but so I've got my soundboard set up, which I was using before. And I need to get Discord set up so when I play the sound bit, it actually plays through Discord so you can hear what I'm playing and not just the stream itself. But it was a get your shit together sound clip. just to go off of what we were just talking about.
Jesus. All right. Oh God, come on. There we go.
Make sure Facebook's going live because I switched everything around last week to do the gaming thing, which of course fucked all of the settings up that we had for this setup because Streamlabs doesn't like me having multiple accounts. But we're definitely live on YouTube. I can see that for sure. Facebook. Oh yeah, no, we're live on Facebook. Sweet. Live on YouTube. I can see that. Oh fuck, I can hear myself. Oh my God, I gotta stop. There we go. Muted myself. Forgot every time I open a window, it automatically hears audio. I don't like that. Anywho,
There we go. I'm just putting myself in the, making sure I'm live, making sure I've got
you're a
all
little
chat.
muffled. You sound like you're a little further away or something. It's not like obnoxious. It's just one of those, like, you know, one of the things that we always, one of our triggers.
Well, let's see. How's that? Is that any better? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you sound fine. It's fine.
It's my regular mic, though. Wait a minute.
It sounds like it's going through your laptop microphone, not your.
No, you know what it's doing? It's going through the headphone.
Oh, okay.
The last time I was here, hold on a second. I will fix this right then now.
For like the casual audience listener, they're probably not gonna really notice. It's just one of those things that. There you go. You sound much better.
Yeah. Because last time we did this, I was at the center, and I didn't bring this mic, and then the other mic I brought didn't work, so I just had it go to the headphones.
Okay. Yeah. No, it sounds much better now.
Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. There has to be some technical issues at the beginning of the show where it's just not a regular.
Always. Yeah. Like what the fuck. We haven't done an actual stream in a while, so.
It's been what, 2 weeks or something?
Yeah, something like that. What Mark likes to say, the bi-monthly stream.
Bi-monthly, yeah. Well, it is what it is. Actually, it looks like the next several Thursdays I'm good to go. So.
Yeah, I'm fine too. Which, I mean, to be fair, we're not even supposed to be on Haunters Anonymous at this point anyway. We should be on Ministry still for another month or so.
Yeah. Whichever one's working.
Yeah, basically.
Functioning the best.
I would like to see something in the chat, though, just to make sure that the chat is actually functioning the way it's supposed to, because that also got mixed up in my dealings, so I don't know. You know what? Okay, it's working. There we go. Chat.
See who comes on, but yeah, it's
there's 5 people on YouTube right now.
Hey, 5 people on YouTube.
1 on Facebook, which mine doesn't count because I'm on the actual Haunters Anonymous account, so there's at least 5 other people listening besides us.
Well, we do have the crossing of the streams with I guess Fear Expo.
Yeah, they do anything. Let me see if they're doing anything. I haven't even looked. But to be fair, I literally only got on at 8:45, and then I had to set everything back up, and then I was like, shit. Is Mike live or?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got in straight at like 8 o'clock my time, I think. I had to race back in here and plug things in and yank my headphones and.
Yeah, they're live right now. I'm afraid to click on it because I don't want the. Oh no! Let me talk over. Okay, there. I had to talk over their audio, so it wasn't crossing those streams.
Getting the copyright notice. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's any haunt news. MHC's coming up.
Oh damn it! They just ended.
Hmm.
So Fear Expo just ended. So.
Well, they should just come on over. We need to get them over here.
I should have been like, hey, yeah, come on. We do have. I mean, we talked to them, and we're gonna have them on the show to at least talk to them on the show one time.
Well, since we both got Thursdays going on, maybe we can do it next Thursday.
Yeah, it's just a matter of us being, getting in touch with them and being like, hey, Kat.
Hey, Kat.
Making sure we give them like the proper amount of time. It doesn't take a lot of preparation to be on the show, but I mean, you do kind of have to prepare yourself a little.
It said something about wanting to phone call in, and I'm like, it's awfully 80s radio.
We
Right.
need to get a fucking spot set up in one of those abandoned Florida malls. Everybody's doing their fucking podcasts out of now.
Yeah, there's the Santa Rosa Mall is Winsel Brothers. They're like have set up a permanent haunted attraction shop with a small fortune and Big Lots props. But I digress.
But it's just interesting the way that like malls are dying out as far as merchandise sales go, but then like there are so many people buying up spaces in the dead malls to do their podcasts out of. I mean, I've seen like 6 to 8 different podcasts set up in random dead malls. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense if you want to have a central location to have people like physically be on your show in you know, like in person, which clearly is not a step that we would be able to take given that we live not only time zones away from each other, but
Yeah,
multiple states.
we would just find respective malls where we're at. Just sit in them.
I'll just go sit in the York County. I don't even know what the mall is. Although they actually put a casino in the York Mall. So that's kind of interesting. They took over half the mall and made it into a casino. So again, maybe the way things are going for states that have legal gambling.
Yeah, Florida doesn't, which is fine. I'm gonna be going to Wind Creek Casino in a couple of weeks, but oh
I think we've talked about that in the past. Like that's something you do with your parents.
yeah, so that's actually the 30th. I think is a Thursday, so that might be a shot Thursday for me. I think it is. We'll
The
figure it
I don't know. May's a weird. There's Caitlin's birthday is next Friday, and then that Sunday is my cousin's wedding in Connecticut, so I'll be gone then. And then you got Mother's Day this weekend, Memorial Day on the 27th. So May is just like a hectic, crazy month.
It is. I'm curious. I just had another birthday. At what age do we get to start going backwards with our age? Happy birthday, Kat.
Yeah, happy birthday.
You can start going backwards anytime you want to. You could be 18 at 21 if you want.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Everybody just heard a sound bit that I played that you didn't hear. Because again, I still have to get Discord to be able to listen to the sound clips I play. Which with my Stream Deck, I've got an infinite number of things I could play at literally the touch of a couple buttons. So we could have so many damn sound clips. Just the whole stream will just be sound clips for no reason whatsoever.
I'm thinking like I should like on a Thursday just go to like the food court at our mall and just sit there and do a live stream while I'm eating like egg rolls from Sakura, Japan.
Yeah, and then you can go to Sapporo and get a fucking slice of pizza from Italy.
Yes, straight from Italy.
All of our Sbarros are fucking gone. They're like within the 3 malls, like within a 45-minute driving radius of where I live, there are no more Sbarros whatsoever.
We still have. I can actually get Uber Eats to deliver to me from Sbarro's at the mall.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I am tempted beyond belief to try and do that and see if it makes it here in one piece.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. For some reason, the DMV did not agree and made me tell the truth. Is that not what I did? Yeah, that's exactly what you did at City Walk.
Dude, I missed Mark's pandemic adventures and we could like yell things out from his phone at random people just to make him uncomfortable. That was so much fun. That was the most fun I had all of the COVID lockdowns.
In a few months, it might be Mark's apocalyptic adventures.
Yeah, well.
God, Jesus. Mark is still going to find a beer in the middle of a nuclear war or something.
Even with Chez Alcatraz closed currently.
Yeah.
Their little pop-up. I love the fact that Chez Alcatraz is so popular that when they closed it down to do like the remodel, they had to like open a whole separate little area for people to go to just to get the bartenders at Chez Alcatraz.
Where am I going? It would still be City Walk, Mark. It's just there might be nuclear bombs.
Yeah, during the
going off.
apocalypse, not the COVID.
Yeah, not COVID.
If there's one place that's going to be open during the apocalypse, it's going to be Florida.
It'll be Florida. We're not going to let the Armageddon shut down Disney or Universal. There's no way.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, well, no, Disney speaks all languages, so it doesn't matter. They're good. Like, they're not going to get messed up. Just go to Reedy Creek and you'll be fine. I'm kind of screwed, though. There are a lot of nuclear power plants surrounding where I live. Nothing in the immediate, like, annihilation zone, but, like, I'm definitely within, like, you have 30 minutes to leave this area or you're going to start succumbing to radiation poisoning.
And we confused Mark. Why am I venturing into the apocalypse? Because for one, it's you, Mark, and that's what you would be doing with a beer.
You would have to. You'd have to go get your drinks at Chez Alcatraz during the apocalypse.
It's just, if we're gonna have a World War III, this will be probably the year to do it.
Oh, for sure. We're definitely teetering.
Yeah, that's it. Just a thinly veiled political joke that's like probably gonna happen.
Danny said, "Yo, Mark's here. This is why I don't show up early." Mark usually isn't here this early, though. He's pretty early himself.
Mark knows that if he doesn't make the show, it may be another 3 to 4 years before we do one.
Right?
Danny is still a thing. Right. God, that's funny.
So, going back to like a little bit of haunt news, Mark and I talked about this a little bit as far as like what was going to be happening at Halloween Horror Nights this year. And from everything I've seen, there's still a very strong leaning towards another Ghostbusters house, which really screws me because in August, we're taking everybody here to Vegas to my sister's house so we can go to the Grand Canyon, where for legal reasons we may or may not be depositing a small amount of my mother's ashes. So like that trip alone is going to be fucking so expensive. And then immediately after that, it's going to be fucking Halloween Horror Nights with Ghostbusters, which it almost, like, I almost want to go into debt for the fact of being in another Ghostbusters, because I loved the other Ghostbusters, which again for me is super, fucking I'm Mr. Anti-IP, but Ghostbusters is just it goes along the lines of like the original when they did the early Fright Nights and they started doing like the Crypt Keeper and stuff. Like those were IP things, but they were like very IP centric to horror. So it made sense. It wasn't like it was Billie Eilish or The Weeknd or the Jonas Brothers or whoever else they're gonna do a house for next.
Mark says Ghostbusters is signed, sealed, and delivered. So
I know he always says that, and we have to err on the side of caution when we say things are like 100% in the bag. Not that people actually listen to us for Halloween Horror Night News. And why in the hell did Stream Chat stop working?
the chat on the video, it's been coming and going.
Yeah, what the hell is that about? I tell you what, these motherfuckers are gonna start giving me money back for their fucking bullshit. Because it is not working the way it's supposed to be. No, the first one was awesome. I loved the first one. My oldest daughter is May 17th. Now it's working. I swear. You know what? No, that shouldn't be my fault. I don't think I changed that. I did change some things when we were doing the live. So let me make sure that it isn't.
Mark said, I'm confident it's your fault.
Shut up, Mark.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so let me take that off. The hide messages. That might have been the issue. Okay. You fixed it. Nope. Well, it was. It might take a few minutes for the new information I just gave it to actually take effect. Because I did have to change it because I didn't want to have the stream like chat up during the gameplay. So I had it set on a 15-second interval, but it should be fine now.
How would you break something more?
Yeah, well, that's technology. You could break shit very easily. Something already broken, you broke it more. Well, I don't know if it's going to take effect now or the next time I run the stream. I can't. It doesn't give me options to do like update now. It just all I can do right now is save my settings. Which to me is kind of fucking stupid, but oh, we could share our chat in Discord directly. That would be fun. Fucking dings every 6 seconds. No, I mean everything is fine now. As far as my settings go, it should not be acting a fool, but again,
The show, unless there's something technical.
yeah, something's got to be fucked up. What do you think we are, professionals? Jesus. We've only been doing this shit for 3 years now.
Yeah. Turn it into a bi-yearly show at some point. Kidding.
Yeah, we go from 4 times a week to... Shut up, Mark. Don't make it worse, you dick. Oh, God, the organizing of the stuff in my office. My office is in greater shambles than it ever has been in the history of my life. there, so this, I put a lot of stuff in my oldest daughter's room because she was at college, and her plan was over the summer move in with her boyfriend at their own place. And then, like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, she was like, oh yeah, so we're not going to be getting that place, so I'll be moving back in. So all the shit that I had in her room, I've now had to relocate. And I basically have given up on any sense of organization at this point. Like, just trying to keep up with the grass with the amount of fucking rain that we've had is impossible at this point. And the days I have that where I can go, like, actually cut the grass, it's fucking raining, which is only making the grass grow more. So I know what this fucking summer is going to be. It's going to be me just cutting the grass every 2 fucking days. Cheaper and easier just to pay. Yeah, you know, I would agree with you, but we are in the Northeast, so we're kind of fucked on rental properties at the moment. And apparently, Restream just does not give any fucks about my settings because it doesn't want to update the chat whatsoever. Oh, we get chat overlays. I'm gonna get fancy with this shit coming soon. Fucking A. Hell yeah, dude. I didn't realize there was as much customization that you could do for the stream chat. I'm gonna get that fucking Haunters. I don't remember what the font is that you used, which don't say it on air, but whatever the font was that we used for this, I think I can turn our chat into Haunters Anonymous font.
Oh, half of it would be legible.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much par for the course with most of the chats that we get.
The initials are CC, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, where the hell is Vic and Keith? They can't be that fucking busy. Here's the thing that pisses me off, though, is we're literally paying for this service, and they can't, like, update things automatically on the fly? That's fucking dumb. I'm gonna have some complaints. Send me to the complaint department. Well, he could be swamped listening to the show while he gets ready for MHC. He's done it every year prior. We're going to have to knock these fuckers down a peg or two if this keeps up.
When is it? MHC? Is that the end of May?
I don't know. I've gotten so far removed from following the conventions because it seems like a new one is popping up every fucking 3 months.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem too. Hey, Dead End.
Yeah, they work on their non-Subaru cars because if they were Subarus, they wouldn't have to fucking work on them. What's up, Dead End? I'm glad one of you is still here to give me shit for my fucking JDM car. Are we talking about Keith or Vic?
It's not quite what I heard as far as vendors go, but
you know what it is? I have to get back to like the heavy drinking days. So the end of the show made no sense whatsoever. And everything prior to that was just me rambling. That's where the money is. We'll just have to put up a new fucking a giveaway for my liver. Which, given my age, considering I've only really been drinking for like 2 years, I think I have, I got a good amount left in me. The beginning of the show, listen, okay, I am not drunk now, and the beginning of the show was sort of a combination of things. Not all on me, mind you. Where are my buttons?
We need a hang glider and a crotchless Uncle Sam costume.
We need a hang glider and a crotchless Uncle Sam costume. I have so many good fucking sound bits that you can't hear because I haven't taken the time to put them through Discord. But at some point between now and 6 months from now, we're gonna have the guys from HauntCon on here. Like on a legitimate show, not a fucking calamity laden. But again, I will reiterate the fact that we really shouldn't even be on Haunters Anonymous at this point. We are still in our like typical Ministry of Amusement era as per the last 3 years. So, like, yeah, you're getting a Haunters Anonymous stream, but to be fair, we're really winging a lot of this shit. It's just here for, whatever the hell we want to talk about. Which, I mean, I guess isn't really all that far off from what we do during haunt season. We pepper in some information, but
but when there's information to give, I mean, it's been kind of dry, really.
Yeah. I do need Keith and Vic. I need them to help tag team on you. Well, there is not enough Keith or Vic to tag team myself alone. Let alone the years of wisdom and life experience that Mike has. See what I did there? That was a subtle way to say you were old.
Yeah, I am old. There's no subtlety about it.
And then here comes Mark. He's like, "Oh, you're fucking like 5 years older than me." And he's literally an inch taller than me, and he still calls me short, so.
I've been working on Keith's upgrades to his rat. Hopefully I'll have that done in the next week or so. Be able to send it to him.
On his rat? Or rap?
No, rat. Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, bitch.
Oh, we talked about this already before, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had the exact same confusion.
I think it should say that too. Squeak, squeak, bitch. But,
yeah, just add that like in the corner.
when we were talking about it, we were doing audio back and forth on Messenger, and he was trying to make the sounds. I should cut that and send it to you, and you can put that on your soundboard. Keith's rendition of a rat. I guess getting fucked. I don't know because it was a weird sound, but um, but hopefully we'll be able to upgrade it before he goes to MHC.
I don't know if you're older than Mike, dead end. You gotta be careful on those throwdowns.
Kat's older than me.
And Kat doesn't count because she's still a gorgeous woman,
Yeah,
regardless of her age. So
it's just a number. But,
yeah, your age doesn't count, ma'am. You can get out of here with that talk.
Mm-mm. Oh,
All right.
Okay.
So you're slightly older than Mike.
yeah. Well, by 7 years, so it's it's slightly. Yeah, we'll go with the word slightly.
You are
It's not-
gorgeous too, dead end. Don't let that. Now, why is the fucking chat showing up with no background? I swear to
What
God.
the hell just happened? It's like just barfed out like
It's just like I'm gonna
Words.
just show fucking words, no background. Whatever. You know what?
but it's working.
Yeah, it's still up there. So, this is, we just need to come up with our own shit from now on. Like I don't even know how we're paying for this stupid bullshit, except for the fact that I don't have the codes to do the streams myself. Like they have purchased the ability to restream on Streamlabs and OBS and every other fucking streaming software, so they can ingest their own code into the whole fucking thing, which we don't have.
Need to run the whole show on an Arduino jammed in an Alloy 10.
You know what? Let's buy a 12-foot skeleton from Home Depot and just jam a fucking Arduino up its asshole and run the show out of that.
Out of the skeleton. Oh shit. The eyes for that thing, Adafruit, they've come down a little bit on the price. It's kind of neat. It's actually relatively cost effective, and I think it's like down to $54 for all of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh. Michael, you seem to have been very busy at your event location. More stuff coming up. Well, yeah, it's ebbing and flowing. We had where we were doing something every night, and I was supposed to be up there tomorrow night, and they canceled last week, so they lost the $500 deposit. And maybe I don't know. I don't know if they paid for all of it, but we're starting to see more. I knew we were going to have cancellations just because we're in election year and people decide that they don't have the money to spend on, some of it's kind of frivolous.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Just look at the fucking chat.
Oh, I like that.
Really?
Maybe if. Oh, wait a minute. No.
I don't like the background. All right, hold on. Let me fix this.
I mean, I can't read the orange thing because I'm on a tablet, but it looks like a prison number next to Danny.
It's a timestamp.
Oh.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
But Kat, we had several. Oh God, I can't get the word.
There we go. We
had several fundraisers back to back, and they were all horrendous. I mean, nobody showed up to them. They were they spent quite a bit of money to throw these things, which I think is stupid. Just put the money to the damn fundraiser. But people just don't have money. They just are not spending money. But so things are starting to ebb and flow. So we have a few things at the end of the month. We have an event Saturday, and I just refuse to work it.
I really like the whole May the 4th thing, and then I still think you should have done the Revenge of the Fifth and just played all the shitty second trilogy.
Well, there was a primary function for that besides, doing May the 4th. Creighton, who just started about 5 months ago, he's 33 years old. He thought 1, 2, and he thought the Jar Jar crap was the first one.
Oh my god, he thought the second
He
trilogy
did.
was the first.
Yeah, he thought the blonde kid was Luke Skywalker. And I'm like,
he
okay,
thought Anakin was fucking.
yeah.
You're like, no,
And-
dude, that's his dad.
Do you know how hard it is to explain to somebody, like, and he's like, what are we talking about? And I said, okay, look, we're going to do the May the 4th thing. I'm going to bring out the big speaker. So when there's a lot of pew, 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 it's going to make your nuts rattle. And it did. That speaker is awesome. But,
Oh,
so.
how about that? Now look at the chat.
Yeah, let's have
Do you
some
like the
chat.
boxiness of it?
It's
It
kind of
still
neat.
has the timestamp, but it doesn't have that obnoxious blue background.
It's kind of technical looking, which I like, but you need to get the wishes of the masses.
All right, so let's hear it. Is this okay, or do I need to go back to the old way? Which, mind you, I don't know why it's different all of a sudden, because it shouldn't be. I didn't change any of the font settings whatsoever. It is kind of nice to be able to see when people said something, though. So, like, if you're trying to reference something, you could go back to it at that specific timestamp. But again, it's kind of obnoxious the way that it is currently. It's huge.
The old way was good. I still worked on the graphics for the Art of the Trilogy, so everyone asked him. I will say this much. Lucas he made the right decision with the first 3 that he did, 4, 5, and 6, because now that I've watched, like, we only got through A New Hope, but now that I've watched somebody watch A New Hope after thinking that, like, 1, 2, and 3 were the first ones to come out and got so confused by what the hell was going on, we were watching and he would turn around like, all right, Mike, who's that? And I'm like, and I'm just like, what's Obi-Wan Kenobi? He's like, he's so old. And I'm like, yeah. It was hilarious. But I'll tell you what, we got to see it on the big screen and air conditioning. We were eating shrimp and chicken and steak shish kebabs with baked potatoes that he cooked. And we had the big boom boom speaker going. It was a lot of fun. Had the lights off in the ballroom. Brought the temperature down to 69 degrees. Thought we were in space. Awesome. Now I don't remember the old way. The old way was literally just a black background with text.
Yeah, so we'll see now how things pop up.
Yeah, if 1, 2, I mean, Lucas himself said he did it that way because it was the meat of it. He knew that people would really, really get into it, so he did it right. I think he got screwed with 7, 8, 9 because I would have liked to have seen what Lucas wanted to do, but instead we got crystal foxes and some girl that learned how to, learn the Force in about 2 seconds, and who was the granddaughter of Palpatine. The whole thing was a mess.
What the hell? Hold on. Be right back. My fucking TV just started playing some shit for no reason.
Nice.
That's weird.
I grew up on the original trilogy, didn't care much for it. Dad tried, but even he was only a fan. About 5 years, I decided to introduce him to it. When you say the original trilogy, you are talking about the 70s. I mean, that was phenomenal, man. I got to see all 3 of them at a drive-in theater in the back of my dad's pickup truck, eating sacks full of crystals. So I was extreme with my mom and my stepsister. So What is this channel? Why was this feed recommended to me?
That's a good fucking question.
Charlie Gordon, FFA. This is Haunters Anonymous, where we talk haunt news, swear a little bit, and talk everything else too.
And not a goddamn thing to do with the FFA, so...
Yeah, I don't know what.
Do you like haunted attractions? Because...
Yeah, do you like Halloween? Because that's what we do here.
But hey,
Halloween.
welcome to the shit show.
We talk about technology and...
Yeah, and the fact that this fucking thing is pissing me off.
Now it's a blue background.
Yeah, why? It shouldn't be.
Haunted
Haunted attractions, not particularly.
I'm 36.
Well, you're in the range of, like the range of people that listen to this shit are in.
I'm excited we got recommended.
Yeah, on fucking YouTube? That's awesome.
We are a lot of fun, though. A little bit of swearing, so don't
A little
listen to
bit. Just a little bit.
Don't listen to us in cafes or where children are afoot.
All right. I mean, I'm listening. Well, that's cool, man.
No, that's good. You just stick
Everybody's
around.
welcome. I couldn't tell you the first fucking reason why we would have been recommended to you, but
We are glad that we were. That's amazing. So yeah, that's what we do. We actually just sit here and joke around, and when the haunt season gets a little bit more heated, we talk more Halloween stuff.
good.
Well,
Way to go, YouTube algorithm.
Where so Charlie, where are you located? Are you located in the U.S. or abroad? One of the other 6 continents?
Jesus. Oh, Canada.
Sure.
Well, you're close.
Oh, wait. All right, cool. Recommended in Canada. There's a pretty good haunted attraction industry in Canada. A lot of home haunters in Canada. Believe it or not.
I am not against Magic the Gathering. I am I'm more of a D&D nerd, but Magic the Gathering is not outside of my wheelhouse. But again,
Yeah.
I don't know how that would have pertained.
Oh yeah, there you go. Niagara Falls. Yeah, that's actually some really classy haunted attractions, believe it or not. Top of my head, I can't remember the name of them though. It's the one that has the scare cam that get people in those weird poses when something pops out at them.
In the weird poses.
Yeah, you
All
would know
right.
if I showed you one, you would know what I was talking about because they were real popular there for. Scare cam, yeah. Oh, it's a car. Okay.
Okay, well, so all right, we're getting somewhere.
See? Even though you're 36, you do Halloween things. You were recommended for the right reasons. Maybe. We do this almost every Thursday night. Sometimes we have to preempt it. But,
Almost.
Yeah, well. We try. I think the 30th I am not going to be able to do this, but so if you've went to the one in Niagara Falls, you've gone to a very good one. It's actually that scare cam thing it's known worldwide. See, anyway, you guys talk about Star Wars. Oh no, this show is all about distraction.
Yeah, literally everything right now is a distraction because
A good good distraction.
it's preseason for us. So
Yeah. It's like you coming in here was a fantastic distraction, like for real. That's what we're all about. New people come in all the time. But yeah. So yeah, Creighton thought going back on that. Creighton did think that the little blonde kid talking with Jar Jar was Luke Skywalker. I'm like, no.
Oh, good. I'm so glad the text is now showing up as black. Jesus Christ.
Nice. I see dots. Well, believe it or not, haunted attractions and Halloween in the industry is year round. But basically, the haunt season starts now in early September and goes through the first week of November. But if you're in the industry, like there's been several haunted attraction vendor events, they happen pretty much year long. So if you're in the industry, Halloween is literally every day.
See if that fixes anything.
But beginning of September, if you're Universal or Disney, it starts in June or something. I don't even know. Oh, wow.
All right.
Now we're
I'm not mad at the chat bubble, okay? I'm going to leave it as it is right now until I can go through this shit and fix it before the next show. So this is what you're stuck with for the remainder of this show, which is 8 minutes.
I like it.
I do like it too. I think it's like a nice, like, it does a little bit of contrast between the dark space of the left side of the screen and our logo.
Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, I do like it.
Look, it's not like I have a fucking degree in this, okay? I didn't spend many years in college learning fucking computer programming, okay? I totally didn't, all right? I did not do that whatsoever.
I like how it pops up there, too.
I do, too. I'm going to leave it this way. This is now our new standard, so if you don't like it, fuck you.
And the next show, mysteriously, to be gone because...
Yeah, for some reason, Restream's going to be like, you don't need shit to be the way that it was that you liked.
We're just going to take that away from me. MD is a vampire. Yeah, for me, Halloween really is 365 days a year. I want to see my stuff through. You know what? I'm just going to like this.
I like it. You know what? I like the way this looks. I'm sorry. This was a process tonight to get it back to some way that it was. What in the fuck did you just type?
I didn't want to type anything. I just wanted to see my type. I just wanted to see what it looked like. So
you just had a fucking literal seizure on the keyboard and was like, yep, yeah. That seems like a good idea.
I just wanted to see what was going on. I have extra live chat because I can't.
And because Facebook sucks and no one's on it right now, we don't know. Well, I guess I could. Hold on. Maybe I can do this. Let me have a fucking Michael Dawson seizure over here. It just, we'll do whatever we get. There it goes. Yeah, so it does. It shows where it's coming from.
Cat, I'm determined. I mean, I have been doing stuff. I've been ordering quite a bit of stuff I need from AliExpress to get it in, which I do have now. So, and there's
hold on, we got to deal with Charlie here.
Oh no!
So the thing you're talking about, we have mentioned many times, and is something we are not allowed to say on the show, so they remain the place that shall not be named.
Renamed, yeah.
Because they are not a haunted attraction. They are a torture porn studio. And it has already been proven through the fantastic trolling of one YouTuber who we are actually not affiliated with, but I have become a giant fan of. He has done everything in his power to prove that...
Hold on. Well, hold on. Charlie, when we say not allowed to say, we don't do it because we don't want to give this person any advertising. So
yeah, no credibility whatsoever to the name.
We don't allow ourselves to say it. It's not like some legal thing. It's just we don't say it because we don't. It's a choice on our end. Go ahead, James.
Yeah. So It's already been proven that the money that he offers at the end of his tours, or if you can call them tours, is actually non-existent. And as a matter of fact, the name of the haunted attraction, if that's what they were going as, he no longer actually legally owns. The person that did all this trolling actually bought the name and the rights to the company directly out from underneath him. So he technically isn't allowed to operate under the name of which you're probably familiar with. But yeah, that whole thing was a giant scam, and he never had a real haunted attraction. Everything he ever did was literally, he would just torture people in his yard.
Yeah, and apparently he may owe about $250,000 to the IRS. So.
So the interesting, like, it's fun. You would have to watch the whole series on the trolling of this company, but the guy that runs the company apparently is not very well versed in legalities, obviously. And he let his LLC go back into public domain. So the name itself could be purchased by any individual. And so the person that did this trolling actually went and bought the LLC rights to that name and the trademark for the name. So he technically isn't allowed to even operate under the name without first consulting the person that trolled him. But again, he doesn't care about like anything legally speaking. So he's still going to do it, and he's still going to act like he's in the right, which he's always done, which is why we don't specifically name them, because he goes on these tirades about things, and generally if you call them out, that he will go so far above and beyond the realm of normal thinking or capacity just to mess with you.
Yeah, Charlie. The thing is too is it's not even operational per se. He's literally been run out of towns, like in cities. Um, so yeah, so the whole thing is, it really is, it was a scam. The guy has got a mental issue, like for real. Never had money to pay anybody. All of it was fake. It just, yeah, it's, so we just don't mention it because it's like I said, we're not going to give the guy any advertising, so it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he really he is he's something else. He does a lot of things. Like he did originally, he had his house where he did stuff, which originally, was it in California?
I think so, yeah.
And then he got ran out of there. He purchased like a lease. Well, he didn't purchase, he just got a lease for a building, which he was then run out of that town by the locals. So I don't think he ever even actually operated out of that building. And now everything is pretty much just done in his side yard. But the way that he does things is he puts you in a blindfold and he tells you like, oh, this is everything you're experiencing. And he has like a little tiny shed, and that is supposedly the actual haunt you go through. But no one can make it to that haunt because he doesn't let them. Because there's been several recorded instances of people not giving up where he's been like, oh, they gave up. So it's a whole thing.
The guy's definitely got a fetish issue, like a bad one. steer clear of it.
Yeah,
You will.
yeah. Don't give them any time of day whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I say we go for 4 more minutes and break a rule and.
Oh yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I didn't even realize it was 10 o'clock. Shit.
Oh well.
We did start a few minutes late though, so I guess it's only.
Yeah, we'll do 9:05. I mean, normally I know we do quarter and all that kind of.
I know Danny said she doesn't like the all caps. I kind of dig the all caps because it feels like everybody's just yelling at us.
Which, in real life is probably true. They are sadomasochists, but they also think they're getting a lot of money. You know what I mean? It's the lie of the money.
Which he did a lot of his initial like pandering was bring dog food, and that's how you get in. You know, it was just like a donation, and that's fine. It's cool to feed dogs that need dog food, I guess. But at the same time, when you're offering a reward that's literally impossible to win, then it's just outright lying. And that's probably the closest we've actually gotten to like specific information about that place. Even though we have quite literally mentioned it a few times.
And Charlie, the thing too is like the person is just a nobody at this point. There was a small bit of time where you heard it way too much, and there were other haunted attractions trying to emulate what he was doing, and that didn't go very well for them. And now it's in passing. I mean, it's just such like nobody cares,
Well,
Now
dead end. Listen, you want to go? You can come up here. Come up to Pennsylvania. I will throw a black sack on your head so you can't tell what's happening, and I will just dunk your head in a bucket of water for 3 or 4 hours until you throw up and say you're done.
I'll play your hair. Danny wants you to send her the videos.
Yeah, I will. I subscribed to him, so I haven't seen. He's done some other things, but he hasn't. There hasn't been like any real recent updates on them because he pretty much trolled him into oblivion. I mean,
yeah, and shut him down. I mean, shut him down like his namesake.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, Charlie, that what you said is 100% true. That's what my wife does too.
Well, then there you go.
There it is. So all you got to do now is donate a couple cans of dog food and
bring a 50-pound bag of dog food, then you'll be set.
Yeah, and just say, I'd like you to dunk my face in water, and please be sure this food gets to the nearest shelter.
Oh, yeah. Danny, trust me, when I found out about it, I literally spent an entire day watching all of his videos. And like I was sending him to Mike. He's like, "Oh yeah, I saw something about this." And I was like, "Dude, I've watched every one of them already." I spent an entire day watching this dude's trolling videos of him. They're not only like, they're not just good, but like the dude doing it is actually pretty damn funny.
Mm-hmm.
He does it in a way that's just like, okay, I like the cut of your jib, sir. Let me find that.
And the interesting thing is he got sent a hard drive with all of He Who Shall Not Be Named stuff. And he went through all of it. And even he said there's stuff on there that I'll never show because it's just terrible. Like it's just horrendous. To the point where he said that some of it's actually sexual, like rapey, and he said it's horrific. And of course, he got some flack. Like people are going like, if you're seeing this stuff and you're seeing what's going on, you really need to turn in "He Who Shall Not Be Named" and send that as evidence. And that put him in a huge conundrum with himself. I agree he should, and he probably will. You know what I mean?
I think he
He'll just
has actually. Like he's turned some of this
Has
stuff
he?
over, but I think that it's like so far into like actual legal ramifications that he can't even talk about it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. James has, of course, kept up with it more than me. But you could tell that he was, like, I watched one video, he was very visibly shaken by it, and um, so, but this fella, he who shall not be named, he's IRS is going to get him, police are going to get him, somebody's going to get him.
Well, if anybody's gonna get him, it's gonna be the IRS.
Yeah, they'll get him first. But
I mean, they're the ones that took Capone down, and then he died of syphilis. So.
Yeah. But other than that, this "He Who Shall Not Be Named," he's become anecdotal, like so absurd that there's not many people that still talk about him. Because for several years it just got to be very tiring, and the closer you got to haunt season, people would start talking about him again. It's like, kind of not even worth talking about. So now you found out more than you thought you would because of this video recommendation.
Right? We may have turned your whole stance around on this guy simply because you found us on some random YouTube algorithm suggestion.
I was checking out, cat videos, and all of a sudden, but yeah. So this dude's. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you totally awesome that you just kind of popped in from trying to figure out what the hell you were being suggested. We're on Facebook, Haunters Anonymous, and Haunters Anonymous After Dark. Welcome to Haunters Anonymous for real. Tell your friends, tell your family. I don't know. I almost never get recommended for live channels either.
That's awesome.
It was fate. We were saving you from wasting a 50-pound bag of dog food over at this place to get your head shaved and dunked in water.
In a trip to America.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, welcome to America. Jesus. Like, why am I on the side of somebody's backyard being...
Why am I carrying this 40-pound fucking metal jug on my back?
I don't know why I had to get this bag of dog food through customs for this crap. Now I'm being whipped by one of those expandable water hoses.
He just has one of those little flowers that you get at like Dollar General that just sprays water in random directions.
Yeah. God. Ah, Jesus. This is mud. It's mud, bitch.
Shut up. You're in a haunted house. Don't worry about it.
Isn't this mud scary? Oh, I got it in your eye. Thank you for the dog food.
Yeah. Charlie, now I can attest that anybody going to Salem, which I've been literally trying to do for the past couple years, is going to have a good time. I mean, it's slightly overhyped with the crowds now, but overall, there's so much history in that area, and it's such a beautiful area too, that like, if you can deal with the crowds, you're going to have an amazing time.
Salem would be like the world's ultimate. That's a bucket list type thing for sure.
Oh, definitely. And I don't even live that far from there. I'm like 8 hours maybe.
with Mark's time frame, 5 to 10 minutes.
Right.
No, I haven't. I've gone to a lot of haunted attractions and been to a lot of places, but Salem is on my list. But there's a lot here. The United States, of course, is we are a focal point for Halloween. There's a lot of things to do here, a lot of places to go. But Salem is on my bucket list. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go for a week or two.
I've been through there, but never at any time remotely close to fall.
Yeah.
My brother lives in Maine, so.
Oh, Deden's gonna go when he retires. Yeah.
If I could retire in Salem, that would be so nice. Like, I've been talking to Tiffany. I'm like, yeah, you know what? We should just like retire in South Carolina and live like on a boat and just not have to worry about anything and just be happy on the water. Mostly South Carolina because it's not quite as hot as Florida, in which I've already lived in for 20 something years. So my goal isn't to retire in Florida, but if I can get somewhere where it's like somewhat nice, 60% of the year, I'll be happy. And if I'm on a boat, I really probably won't care that much.
Salem would be super busy during the Halloween time for sure.
I mean, yeah, Salem does stuff like literally every day of the year. I mean, they have all of the Salem witch trial museums and all sorts of like places to actually visit, which I mean would probably be better seen not during the fall season. But I think there really is just a general draw to that area during Halloween. They do offer things that like you will never see anywhere else in that specific time frame. I'm gonna make Halloween stuff and collect Social Security. That's a hell of a retirement right there, though, for sure. Well, I mean, a 10-hour drive. I mean, if you have a passport, or I don't even know that you actually need a passport to get from Canada to the US. I think like one of those advanced, what do they call those? It's a driver's license, but it has a specific stamp on it. And they're going to make them like, you can't fly without having the stamp on your license, which it's supposed to take effect in 2025, which was supposed to happen in 2022. You don't need one here in Texas. You don't need shit in Texas. You can get anywhere you want to be in Texas. They don't fucking care. That's a whole different discussion. But yeah, there's like it's some specific driver's license that they're doing this, oh, it's called a Real ID. That's what it is.
Down to Miami. Been to South Beach in a couple of decades.
That's a hell, which is ironic because according to Mark, you're only like 4 hours from there.
Yeah, yes. I could just get in a sailboat and like go across the Gulf and.
Honestly, you could probably make it to Miami in faster time, just taking the Gulf Stream, dealing with all that traffic.
Yes. I mean, I am the farthest extreme from Miami, so you're looking at probably at least a 10-hour drive, 10 or 11-hour drive.
Oh, I'm sure minimum to
Yeah.
Miami. Hell yeah.
And then you just bypass Miami and just go straight to South Beach.
It's just and then bypass that and just go to the fucking Keys and not deal with it.
Well, that's going a little bit too far.
What?
There's some. I'm not a big Keys person. I
Oh,
don't go
dude,
to the
I love but I'm a fisher. Like I'm a fisherman.
Yeah.
I love fishing, so that's why I said when we do the homeowner convention, I'm going out in the fucking pier and I'm fishing for a couple hours. I'm gonna let you deal with all the bullshit. I'm just gonna be sitting out on the pier fucking fishing.
You know what's weird? Speaking of that, I definitely have to send you some information because there may be a change in venue, man. Dude, right across the water in Gulf Breeze,
Yeah.
they just built a community center that can house 250 vendors.
Well, if by the point that we actually get the homeowner convention in full gear, I mean, we're getting like 10 likes a day still.
Yeah.
Without even advertising.
Yeah. But I'll definitely say, because if I had gotten on earlier, damn it. Yeah, but I'm gonna send you some information because the quick idea is that maybe change the venue for the vendor event, but then do like a dance or one of those things at the other thing. But we'll talk about it. It's just they just finished it and it's huge. And it's in Gulf Breeze, which is 10 minutes away across the bridge.
Well, shit. Yeah, but like that, I feel like that would just be, I don't know.
I'm just going to show it to you.
We're so committed to your venue that like.
Well, I'm not saying not use it, but I mean, I'm talking like maybe
extend it.
Well, you know how like they have the dances and the parties and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about it. It's just I'll send you the information. It's just really, really cool. I mean, the place is gorgeous. But anyway, let's see. Wait a minute. What do you don't like about Miami, Danny? Oh yeah, Danny literally lives about an hour away from mine.
Bimini, fishing in Bimini, man. That's the one thing as a person that loves fishing and boating as much as I do, it's so hard to hate on South Florida.
I will, Danny. It's the other community center. It's the Gulf. It's a brand new Gulf. It's a community center in Gulf Breeze, but it's huge. Like we're talking like I said, they just did a vendor event that had 100 vendors Saturday, and then several months ago they had one that was 250. It's big. It's a huge area because it's their only one. Anyway,
I mean, I'm definitely going to keep that in the realm of our parties. That way we don't ruin the reputation with your venue. We could have our outlandish parties after event stuff there.
I think that would be the idea. We'll talk about it. We definitely need to start kind of popping the ideas back and forth. But it's just like, if we got like a bunch of people that wanted to do it like the very first time, I mean, it's
yeah.
What parties? Haunt parties. Texas Haunt Convention is getting bigger every year. That's cool.
Well, I'm honestly, I will tell you just from the recent, like the past 5 months of of interest in Florida, the home haunter convention that we're eventually going to absolutely do. It's growing significantly. I think we're about to surpass our followers for Hunters Anonymous from the Home Haunters convention. Like, we're not super far from that.
Crazy. In a good way.
Yeah, I mean, especially, we haven't run an ad for that in like 9 months. At least. Probably more at this point, because my whole timeline is skewed from literally the last 8 months of my life. But I'm getting notifications constantly throughout the day about new followers. I'm like, why? We haven't even posted on there in how long?
Well, a post a few weeks ago, just to let everybody know that it's active.
Well, yeah, but that was just like a welcome to the page kind of thing. Like,
yeah, but other than that, we haven't done anything in quite a while. Post-wise.
I swear, Facebook and YouTube algorithms are just fucking out of control.
Totally out.
They're not even using like the hashtags or the keywords anymore. They're just like, let's pick out random words from anything and then we'll put that out there.
Naples relies heavily on tourism. There's a lot of people from everywhere that migrate to Florida.
Except during hurricane season.
During hurricane season. And then, of course, you live here, you want to have home insurance.
Don't expect it.
Yeah, or just...
You could pay a shit ton for it, and then when a hurricane happens, you can expect the company you just paid all that money to go bankrupt.
Yeah, immediately. Oh, sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, homeowners insurance in Florida is fucking useless. You might as well expect the fucking Red Cross to do more for you than Florida home insurance.
Literally, everybody I know that owns a house has no insurance unless they have a mortgage.
There's no reason to.
No, because they're not going to pay out.
Like my dad, like when my parents bought our house in New Smyrna, they bought it outright, so they didn't have a mortgage on it, and I don't think they've ever had insurance on their house ever because it's fucking useless, especially where they live, or well, where my dad lives now. It's literally in one of the highest targeted zones for hurricanes, and nobody's going to insure you for anything under like $1 million a year, and you're not going to get jack shit for it.
Pretty much.
Really what they need to do is hold insurance companies accountable for filing bankruptcy after a hurricane, because I mean that's literally been every year that there's been a major hurricane, they just, every insurance company's like, nope, sorry, we don't have the money, even though you paid us like, you know, $40,000 a year for the past 12 years. There was a major hurricane, so we're out.
You know, in California's having the issue because of the fires. Like, insurance companies are just stopping everything because it's like this California is on fire or something.
Yeah. Well, where my dad lives is also another like hotspot for fires. Like he's literally had in the past 10 years, he's probably had 7 or 8 major fires within an acre of his property. But I mean, there's nothing like there's no reason to have property insurance in Florida if you don't have a mortgage that makes you have to have one. And even then you're getting screwed. Because you're paying insurance on something that's never going to pay out. This whole thing has really gone much longer than it should have.
3 more minutes and we're done. Charlie, you're right. You're very right. You're very, very, very right. And it's sad some people still don't subscribe to it, that it's a thing. But you're right.
Well, let's give it another 30 years, and then Florida is going to essentially become what it was back in the Ice Age.
No, fuck that. We're going to be sending Mark on his apocalyptic adventure in about a couple of months. So.
Well, but we can't burn down the polar ice caps that quickly. I mean, because like you look at like literally the Central Florida, like West Coast, Central Florida area. I mean, that's like one of the hot spots to find shark teeth. And that's, an hour or two inland because Florida was, I mean, you had up to maybe Ocala that wasn't so much an ocean at one point. So I really do feel like a lot of it is just going back like cyclical. Florida was not necessarily a peninsula, and then eventually it's going to become again not so much a peninsula. People
but
everywhere south is going to be fucked, but
I mean you're talking about back then Florida was physically lower.
Well, yeah. I mean
got tectonics and stuff, so
there are things. Obviously humans have severely escalated the cycle.
Oh, for sure.
California won't cover house in landslide area on the coastline. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much pretty much par for the course, I think.
Well,
I feel like California would have the same thing with earthquakes. Like their earthquake insurance. Is that a thing for Californians?
It's probably expensive. I myself am a super volcano kind of person. That's what I'd like to see.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yellowstone has definitely taken everything out before then.
Yeah, just have Yellowstone blow its ass apart and then
We're gonna be all up there with fucking. We're gonna all be up in Canada with Charlie trying to fucking not die in the winter.
Yeah, from Super Volcano. I just little Mad Max action, even though it wasn't Super Volcano. I just that's I want to see that. That in maybe 50 years or 40 years or something. But I'm really old and I'm just sitting there like, oh, it finally happened. It blew its top, bitches. Yeah, super volcanoes. Well, on that note, it's 9:30 and or 10:30 if you're in the wrong time zone.
No, sir. I'm sorry.
I have to say it once. But so we should wrap it up so we can let everybody go to bed, and we have to go to bed because I got to get up in the morning and.
I do too, actually. Like I said, I actually have to go to work tomorrow, unfortunately for me.
Yeah, me too. Charlie Rivera over here. Yellowstone. That's who I vote for. But so we'll go ahead. Thank you so much. Sorry about the inconsistencies in the Thursdays. We will be back next Thursday because I know I'll be available.
Me too.
Yeah, so we will see you next Thursday. As always, y'all the reasons why we're here. And Charlie, fantastic. You coming in. Hopefully we see you again.
Yeah, man. Make sure you subscribe, dude.
Yeah, we're on Facebook and everything else. So please come back. We love new voices. So and that's the whole idea of it. And of course, all the old folks that are here, thank you again. We'll see you again. And anyway, we'll sign off. Be excellent to each other. And I'm gonna hand it over to Clickety Clacks.
Yeah. Again, I don't have really much else to add. We're gonna troll Keith for sure. Keith and Vic are both overdue for a severe trolling at this point, because it's been a couple weeks, even though we haven't really done one in a couple weeks, but they're still both due, so they'll get theirs
Soon.
What do you mean if you get real bored, Danny? What the fuck? I like our biggest supporters are also our biggest fucking adversaries with our show. They're like, yeah, just come back, you know, if you have literally nothing else better to do with your life, then maybe consider.
They come on here and it's like, we love you guys, but fuck your Subaru.
Yeah, fuck you and fuck your Subaru, because it's a goddamn Hyundai.
But we'll see you next week, okay? Jesus. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Be safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you next Thursday.
Good night,
Take care.
everybody. Bye.
Good night.